Well, did you hear some of Teofimo Lopez's comments recently?
Are they similar to what Ryan? Because I think I heard something about it.
Right. So what happened was Broadway Joel did an interview with him, and he asked Teofimo if he wants to fight Gervonta Davis or Bud Crawford. He said, whichever monkey wants to get the banana. They say they're gorillas, I'm a lion, I eat them.
Yeah. I think he's struggling with trying to find relevancy without getting in the ring. You know what I mean? I said he had an opportunity to fight Devin, right? But you keep saying that you want to fight Bud Crawford. Fight with Crawford ain't on the table, right? Crawford didn't want to fight you, but you kept making this thing. And who was the other guy? He said the two.
Gervonta Davis.
He said Gervonta Davis is not on the table for him. So yeah. I think he's saying things to stay relevant. It was a time when Teo, he was doing his thing. He was doing backflips. He was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was making headlines inside the ring. Now when was the last time he fought?
His last fight was on June 29th against Steve Claggett.
Did he win?
And he won.
Yeah, I remember he went in the fight, but I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't watch it.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, he also fought in February of this year where he beat Jermaine Ortiz.
Right.
So he's had a few fights.
Right. But we're talking about more about what he's saying outside the ring, right?
Right.
And than him inside the ring. And I think that's what he's suffering from, is that he's not had any exciting fights. He doesn't have anybody on the table that he's trying to fight realistically that he can fight. So he's just reaching.
Crawford actually responded to Lopez. He said, Teo's like a little kid that's screaming for attention. Had Mirtane called him a racial slur, they'd been trying to cancel us, calling us racist. It would have been all over the news. That's the hatred that's always within shows. That's not something that just came out. That's something that's been inside that man that he was taught as a little kid.
Wherever he learned it at. I don't want to put it at where he learned it at, but he definitely has some built-up hatred, towards us. But I think that, after Ryan Garcia, it seems that now Teofimo Lopez, and I think that the more that we let him get away with saying the N-word, the more we let him get away with making these racial slurs and racial innuendos, the more people are going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, Ryan Garcia actually challenged you to a boxing match.
Yeah, well, listen, he's definitely ain't going to go get a drug test. So, he going to say everything else. He want to do everything else but go get that drug test. Go check in VADA, Ryan, and then I'll talk to you about who you going to fight. You know who you need to fight. Go to VADA and enroll, Ryan.
Right, because you guys put it out there. If you enroll in VADA, you're ready to do the next fight.
Absolutely.
And there was some back and forth on Twitter and so forth. You say we don't, duck fights or lawsuits. You got 48 hours to enroll in VADA. Clean competition, real standards. We're ready. Let's do this.
And
is he enrolling in VADA?
No. And
okay.
Do you think he should have enrolled in VADA? What do you think?
Yeah, man. Listen, for this fight especially.
Yes.
To really put it down at the end of the day where it's just not debated anymore. If he enrolls in VADA and he does this fight and he wins, no one can say anything.
That's right? All we listen.
That's right. No one can say anything.
All we want.
But if he loses, then no one can say anything either.
Absolutely. But that's the sport of boxing. It can only be a winner and a loser, right? And that's part of boxing. But to not give the people an opportunity to know what's right or to see a fair fight, I think that we're doing them an injustice. Why don't we enroll in VADA, right? Show the people that they're clean fight. They're both clean fighters, and make it happen. That's easy, Black. This shit ain't hard.